Okay, I'm back with a fourth video because I don't know, the energy is very high right now, and I don't know, I just got the energy going, the energy is flowing, and I'm in the mood for another video, so I gotta throw one more out there. And it's funny when you start filming videos. This is my fourth video ever up on YouTube, and when you film, you start noticing strange things about yourself. So in the last video, I noticed that I said the word, maybe like, God, I don't know, it's 100 times or something. I was like, and then, I saw this, and I saw this entity, and then. So in this video, I'm going to try to be conscious of it and not say the word, many times. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can pull it off. And it's all right. No, I just said it. But you got to laugh at yourself. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. We take ourselves too seriously and we forget to have fun. So if you can laugh at yourself, then you're having a good time and you're light of heart. You can take things easily. I just said it again. All right. I'm going to try not to keep saying it. But anyway, this video, I want to talk about, at some point in the past, I had some conversation on Facebook or something about elders, and a lot of people were talking about receiving information, respecting the elders and respecting the elders in, different areas like magic, voodoo, and anything, just elders in general as far as spiritual matters. And they were saying that, we have to respect them, we have to listen to what they have to say. And yes, of course, if people, have knowledge, I said it again, if people have knowledge to share, we should listen to them. However, being older doesn't necessarily make you wise. Because once you start studying the nature, the true nature of space and time and reality, you realize that all time is simultaneous. All time is simultaneous. So we are living all lives right now. Everything is happening right now. The moment is our point of power. So everything is happening now. So the so-called future me that exists in the future of 60 years old, 70 years old, the past me, 5 years old, all these things are happening now. They all exist now, and if you learn how, you can contact them and get some information or help them. We don't have to always say gimme, 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 give me some information. I do this practice a lot myself. You have to go back, you have to travel sometimes into your so-called past to help your other selves and help them advance and help them grow. It's like a circle. Your future selves pass information back to you, and they teach you what they're learning, and you take your information and you can pass it back to younger selves or other portions of yourself. So it's everyone's helping each other. And basically, yeah, at this moment of our perception of space and time, I believe everyone can practice with or without a teacher. Teachers are nice. It's good to have a teacher, but to an extent. The best thing a teacher could do is make you aware of your own abilities. As far as worshiping a guru or some so-called spiritual master and all these type of things, it can get carried away. Because you can be looking up to this person and go, this person's great, spiritual, whoever, whatever title they want to use, or some great teacher, and you end up losing focus of your own abilities, and just like you're following a religion again. You're passing all this information out to these other forces. So, yeah, anyone can learn with or without a teacher if your intentions are, are good or bad. I'm not, whatever route you want to choose, good or bad. But if your intentions are good and you truly want to learn, the teachers are all around us. Nature spirits, you know, I keep saying nature, spirits, energy. There's so many different entities that are around for us to learn from, and they're just waiting. I mean, the information is there. They're just waiting for us to contact them. And when I say contact, I mean just believe in them and believe that they exist. And the very act of believing in them opens up the gateway for them to start making contact. And if you just listen to the silence. In silence, there are many things happening when you hear nothing. When nothing is actually happening and you believe, okay, the room is just silent. It's not silent. There's so many other realities going on around you and in all empty spaces. There's so many different things happening. And if you learn to train your mind and focus, you can break through the veil and tap into these other realities and start getting this information. And basically, yeah, they're all around us, and intuitive practice is one of the best forms of learning, because you gain experience directly. You get it directly from the source, and you use your own judgment. You have to use your own judgment for these things. Getting into this type of stuff, you have to have a strong mind, because if you're of a weak-minded character, you can pick up on something that has nothing to do with an entity or spirit, just picking up simply on other people's thought forms. Because these other people, every thought has energy, has electromagnetic energy, and these thoughts go out. And you could actually pick up on someone else's thoughts that are of a strong nature, possibly a violent nature, suicidal or something, and really pick up on some thought form that they threw out. Because every time we have deep thoughts, any thought, it creates a thought form. If we really focus, like, oh, my life is crap, I want to kill myself. And, if you're very open and you're open to other people's energies, you could pick this up, and suddenly you're walking around saying, I want to kill myself too. you don't even know why, it's, I don't want to kill myself. But you could pick these things up, and it could be very dangerous. So, yes. Back to the elders. I think I'm going off in another direction. What we have to remember is, yes, we have to respect so-called elders because they have some information that they may have picked up. But at the same time, we are also elders and other levels of reality. Meaning, since we exist outside of space and time and in all time simultaneously, the elder you is already alive at some portion in another reality. So you could tap into that information now. You don't have to wait to get old to pick up this information. It already exists. Everything that could happen or will happen is happening right now. And anything that didn't happen, it's just all connected. Everything that will, can't, and won't. Let me slow down. I'm getting too excited. I like this stuff. Basically, what I'm trying to say is everything that will happen in the so-called future is happening right now. Everything is happening. All time is simultaneous. So, yeah. And the other thing is, we are all accelerating. We are advancing at accelerated rates right now. So, once you break down these barriers of time and this illusion of time and space, a child could pick up on some information. A so-called elder, a person that has all this, I'm the wise elder of the group. You could pick up on that same information in just say a moment, a fraction of a second. Boom, you get all this information, and in a very short time, you could appear just as on the same level as where they're at. And in my last video, I said something similar about there are no masters. That when we're talking about, I said that I was lucid dreaming from the age of 6 or 7, but just because of that, that doesn't qualify me as a master and that I'm above anyone else, because someone else could come in and have their first experience crossing over into lucid dreams or whatever title you want to use, and work themselves up to the same level that I'm at. And that's where we create problems from, because this is how people have arguments and things in these subjects. Because a person could come and say, I had my first lucid dream, and I was flying, and I teleported and telekinesis. And if I was ignorant, I'd say, no, well, that's impossible, because it took me, X amount of years, and I started when I was 6 or 7, and it's no way you can do it. You know, sorry, it's just a lot of nonsense. So, yeah, we could tap into these things much easier right now than so-called elders have, and we're picking up this information all the time because other people are opening up, other people are expanding their consciousness, and basically, when other people are expanding their consciousness, they're creating this energy, putting it out there. So when you come into it and jump into these areas, your mind goes boom, it just really taps into that force, and you get that information too, and it just benefits everyone. So, and another point, as far as elders go, you can have a person saying that, there's some elder and you respect them greatly, but they could be trapped in a paradigm of a very limited, what should I say, a very limited belief system. They could say, they could basically just have a very limited view of reality and have a strict dogma that they believe, and dogmatic view of life and spirituality, and it could be limiting you. You could probably be 10 times more knowledgeable in these areas, and you're giving all your power to this person who doesn't know anything because of their belief system. So, yeah, when we start tapping into this stuff and studying the nature of time, yes, and I'm saying yes, you could tap into and make contact with your future selves right now. It requires no religion, no dogma, no belief systems. Well, you got to at least believe that it's possible. That's all I'm saying. Not a belief system of this is the only way, but believe in the ability and the possibility of contacting this other self of yours in the future, so-called elder. But as I said, all time is simultaneous, so we can contact all portions of ourselves at any time. So yeah, basically that's what I wanted to say about elders. And I'm just trying to see if I left anything. In case you're wondering why I keep looking to the right, I have my iPad here, and I like to just keep it up of things I've written down, because sometimes I have important things I want to get out there in the video, and if I don't have anything, it slips my mind, and then I'm like, damn, I didn't say that. And so that's why I keep looking to the right. Yeah, I think I pretty much covered what I wanted to say about the elders. So don't forget, you have the abilities to contact the other portions of yourself, and they're just waiting for you to contact them if you believe you can, and you can do it. Let me see, am I leaving anything out that I wanted to get into with this video about elders and all this other stuff? Alright, so we covered the elders, and yeah, we basically need to start educating ourselves about what's going on in the world. If you go to YouTube and look at these videos about out-of-body experiences, parallel realities, I mean, the hits are so high. Some people's, I'm just starting out on this stuff, but some people's videos, you see these things like 50,000 hits, 10,000. I mean, this proves to you that these areas of interest are really, people are interested in this stuff, and people are having experiences. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're one of the people who is sitting at home waiting, if you're one of these people that you believe this is true, you're having these experiences, but because of your belief system, you cannot just completely open up to it because you're waiting for some so-called authority to come in and validate your own experiences, you're going to be waiting a long time. And that's the truth. If you're going to be sitting at home waiting for the 10 o'clock news to tell you other realities are real and you can contact other realities and time travel is possible within the mind. You don't need any machines and all this high-tech nonsense that biological time travel. And speaking on time travel, just very briefly, all time travel is possible. All these things I'm talking about in my videos, lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, other realities, this is time travel. You're simply crossing over into other realms of reality and other universes, and that is time travel. That's simple, because you're not going with your physical body, but you're crossing vast distances outside of space and time and appearing in other realities, so you are time traveling. So we need to get this idea out the way of talking about time machines. And they spend all this money on these things. If only they, the governments or whoever, scientists, if they only just focused on the power of human consciousness, or what we perceive to be human consciousness, they would see that people are already doing this stuff. So it makes me laugh, and many others, I'm sure, who are deep into this stuff. When we turn on TV or some Discovery Channel, and they're like, yes, we know, in the future, in the next 100 years, we may be able to break into time travel. And, people like me laugh, and others, I'm quite sure, too, because we go, these guys are jokes, man. They're talking about machines and all this high-tech nonsense, and I'm time traveling every night or whenever I want to time travel. But because of Hollywood has done such an injustice to these subjects. We have these ideas of time travel that you need a DeLorean, like from Back to the Future, or you got to have a machine, and just all this stuff. And they make it so overly complicated to break off our power where we believe that it's not possible. So we say, oh man, I can't time travel. I wish time travel one day would be possible. And you could do it right now, man, if you just took the time and just took out some time to expand your mind and expand your range. Don't be afraid to stretch your mind and stretch your consciousness into other areas, because these things do exist. And I know a lot of people will say if he could really time travel, he would probably be more. I mean, yeah, of course, you would expect someone to be like, yeah, I can time travel, man, I can time travel. But when you get a deeper understanding of, you find out that it's completely different from what Hollywood has been pushing, and it is possible. And once you get it down to, I wouldn't say master, it becomes a normal thing in your life, you're not really so much on the whole, oh yeah, I can time travel and boasting about it, because you realize that we exist outside of space and time anyway. The physical body is just a vehicle for us to move around in. And basically, it's our natural state to begin with. We are natural born time travelers. I would like to go into that subject more deeper. Well, why not? It's only 18 minutes into this video, so you'll probably go a little bit more. Yeah, we are natural born time travelers. And I know people are going to laugh and say, oh man, this guy's twisted. First he's talking about dreams, now he's talking about elders and future selves and shadow people and shadow inner selves, and now he's talking about time travel, man. What's this guy smoking, man? I'm not smoking anything. I'm basically telling everyone what we should have been learning in school from the moment we first went into school. They should have been telling us this stuff. And like I said, if you're waiting at home for this to come on the news, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it, and you're missing out on the gifts that we have been given to ourselves. There's no forcing. I will give you the power of time travel. These are gifts that we have ourselves, that we just naturally have. As natural as breathing is done, as I'm breathing right now, and you're breathing watching this video, and as natural as blinking your eyes. These are just natural abilities that we have. And we tend to just pass them off as nothing. I can never comprehend why, I always said this to myself, that if we didn't dream, I too would probably be very skeptical of all this stuff. If we never had dreams, if no one had dreams and I never had a dream in my life, I would probably also say, this is a lot of bull, man. These people are twisted and, they got to get their heads together. But the simple fact that we dream every night, that is proof alone in itself that other realities exist and time travel is real and we're outside of time and space. The very fact of dreaming. Because when you go to sleep and you have a so-called dream and you appear in these other places, and the place could be out of the official line of consciousness as far as time goes, and time error and space and all these things, if you are open enough and able to go deep enough, you start putting this stuff together yourself. You start saying, wait a minute, man. And they're talking about what's real. I had this dream last night where I crossed over into this reality through a deep meditation, and it became as real as, this physical table. And I was there, there were people there, they had personalities, and I was consciously 100% awake, aware in this reality. And it was real, man. It was just real. It was a real phenomenon. And here comes somebody coming along to break your party up and say, nah, man, see, that was a dream, and, you watching too many movies. And I'm going to say this right now. To anybody who's watching this and they're going, this guy's twisted, or these people have mental issues, don't hate, participate. That's all I'm going to say. Don't hate, participate. Don't hate on us because we have these abilities and you don't. And that's what it's all about. This is jealousy, man. This is jealousy. A lot of cats out there are jealous because someone like me or others, other great speakers, will come out and say, look, this is what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. We have these abilities. We can time travel. We're gods. We exist out of time and space. Physical reality is just a training place for us to learn how to manipulate physical, three-dimensional, physical reality and physical matter. And our natural state exists beyond and outside of time and space. And because we have this knowledge and we know this, and every night or at any time, through a deep meditation or trance, that we can cross over, go through the veil into these other realities, they're hating on us. They'd be like, man, you guys are crazy, smoking something too much, Hollywood. And that's all I have to say. Don't be jealous because you can't do it. I'm not talking to people who are into this stuff and believe in this stuff. I'm talking to the non-believers who would turn the tables and call us crazy. Yeah, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous and don't hate. Just participate. You can jump in with us too. You can join the train, jump on the bandwagon. And as I said, there are no masters, there's no authorities in this, what I'm talking about. This is strictly opening your mind to our natural abilities and seeing, well, there's no limits, and just seeing how far we could individually go until we leave this physical reality and cross over into the other realities. So, yeah, don't get angry because you can't do it. Don't call us fake and criticize us because you have zero imagination, and because you decide to sell out your own powers in exchange for whatever you want to get into, celebrity fetishism, and worrying about sports and the basketball game and whatever other nonsense that's going on that's completely non-beneficial to your consciousness development. Don't get jealous of other people who actually are aware of who they are and take their abilities to another level. So I'm not trying to go negative. I'm just saying that I know you're thinking this stuff is fake, but I'm telling you, this is real. And you too have the same abilities. I'm not saying that we're special and we're better than you. I'm saying that we all have these abilities, including the non-believers, including the people who don't believe. You also have this ability. Just take a chill pill, man. Relax, get open, Do some exploring. Do some research on the internet. Do your own research. That's all I'm saying. Don't criticize and be quick to jump the gun and say this stuff is fake and you don't believe it. And you do absolutely no research. You do no research, and because you saw somebody's video on YouTube or somewhere, and they were going on a rant and talking about demons and whatever, you just summarize everybody and say, well, this is nonsense. You have the same power as my friend, whoever you are sitting out there. And just think about your dreams. Pay more attention to your own dreams or visions that you get. I always say dreams because that's like the beginning level. You start with your dreams, and hopefully something will open up in your mind and you say, well, wait a minute. These guys, these people, there might be something to this. So, yeah, it's basically what I wanted to say on time travel. And as always, this goes a lot more deeper. What I'm doing basically is I'm just taking baby steps. Every video is, I'm building up to the climax. There's no climax because I'm going to keep going, but I'm basically just building up gently as far as my videos go. I'm just breaking people down into this stuff. I'm trying to throw out some knowledge to get people in. And, every time I come on, I'm going to try to basically go deeper and deeper and deeper into this stuff. So before I finish up, like I said, my last video, I said the word, like, yeah, and I was doing this, many times. I said it a few times in this video. I gotta go back and watch it. I don't believe I said it as much in this video. And I know people are probably saying, why is he stressing that? It's not that I'm stressing it, just the point that when you watch your cell phone video and you realize you have these little things that you do, you want to fix it, I just said it, damn it, sorry. But it's self-improvement, so something you want to work on. You don't want to keep, you want things to be perfect. But anyway, yeah, that's it for now. I think I jumped 2 subjects in here, from elders to time travel. How am I going to write this video? The heading, I don't know. Elder time travelers. But anyway, yeah. Be good, be strong, or be bad. Hey, I'm not judging anybody. You want to be bad, be bad. Whatever your choice is. You want to go to the dark side, go to the dark side. You want to be good. There's no good or bad. That's what I'm saying. There is no good or bad. Neutral is the way to go. Non-duality. No good or bad, no evil, no white, black. It's all one energy. It's all one power. Just choose your way and be strong enough to support it, whatever the consequences are. That's all I'm saying. That's it for now. Peace, love, and harmony, as always. And I'll see you all again very soon. And we will go much deeper next time. All right. Take care, everybody.